What's going on? He's Dave, and welcome to another episode of the RoKo Bros. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on all platforms at RoKo Bros. Today, we'll be reacting and reviewing Trigun Stampede, episode 11.
Yes, and Vash is in a predicament. I mean, he's always been in that predicament, but now he's faced with, he's not experiencing anything new outside of his brother dumping him wherever he dumped him to try and show him the truth of the matter. I'm tired of you coming up to me, telling me about these humans in Ningen. What about us? Nothing? Same old-ish, different day? Vash, get out of my sight, bro. It's like Vash could sit there for 5 hours while Nas played this organ or keyboard and nothing would change. Vash, stop killing people.
You're right. It's been 150 years. And it almost, it's like, I even though I don't agree with knives, I understand knives, because it's just like at some point you're gonna shit or get off the pot. It's been 150 years since I gave you that fucking gun, and like you still ain't used it, you ain't raised it up at me, you ain't came up with no answer.
Yeah, nothing viable, nothing for anybody to use. You're just an onlooker, a standard buyer who has you just watch people just portray their lives on a stage, and you're like, hey, I didn't like what that character did. Somebody needs to stop him. Somebody needs to stop. Well, he's got a million knives, but that doesn't mean you can't do anything to him. Right? Right? Somebody has to do something. Like, this guy is super.
He want to be surprised when he cut them up. So, dang, I didn't know knives would use his 1 million knives to cut you up.
Or, if I raised this army to fight knives, I didn't think that he'd murder all millions of these individuals who fought against him. You lose every time. You lose every time against knives unless it's actively you or a real solution. How this story ends, I don't know. I think I heard that this is like slightly different from the manga, so I'll also be reading the manga later on at some point in time in my free time. But I'd like to see where this story goes. Because right now it just seems to me like they kind of just like damn near booked the corner. It's like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Nas isn't a bad person like that. Not really. Vash, he's not really doing anything. And then you have these plant creatures who is the planet. And they're like, they have the final say and the most say in this, honestly. So it's, who knows?
Yeah. Where do we go from here? Everything's building up to a head. Ultimately, Vash going to have to think of something.
Also, Knives is the spokesperson for the plants, and that way he was able to parlay with the worm people. But who's the spokesperson for the humans? Vash?
A guy who wants to be a human, but is not a human. And who is? If it's not Vash, who is speaking for the humans?
I would say Wolfwood, but he don't.
But he's not even. He's a
There is no one.
Yeah,
there is no one.
The scientist lady, but bruh, she can only cryo sleep for so long. Goddamn, I'm like, yo, she like, we gonna make the whole world green. I'm like, bruh, she.
Nah, you tripping. This ain't that, bro. Make it green so we can terrorize it again. Until infinity.
Bring it back and beyond. This planet or the next.
Terrible. It don't matter where he is. You need to get out of there.
Yeah, no,
and show him the old man's body so he can bury him.
Damn, what is wrong with you? Ain't nobody do that when you drop Tony's.
Right. Didn't even tell him about the old man, bro.
Dang, bro. And now he ain't even got no more smokes.
Can't even smoke this stress off.
Bro. Damn, like, I need nicotine.
Nigga came in there, but nigga.
Damn, what? Oh. See, I heard Foster Connect.
Cleanly just standing there. Vash has
damn. Oh, Lord.
Get out of here! here.
But that
I'm
gun
looking
ain't
at
gonna be
cool
good
stuff.
enough.
He's trying to make a way for his brother and have a connection. This is a family reunion, and your ass ain't invited.
Damn! Wow.
Yeah, he's got black whips, bro.
Yeah, no. Honestly, do you see this shit? No, this nigga face done lit up. It's like, no, you can't stop this now, bro. What? A higher.
So he's trying to pull them into
this dimension. Wow.
So if you can open that, you can use the energy from the plants, but still like save the plants.
I guess. So they just connect these things to the physical world. The existence of a soul.
All matter and energy.
What?
Oh my God. Make some people. Give us life. People. Save my people. Yeah, that's not that bad of a thing. It doesn't sound that bad.
Like
the negative in here. She said it like it was.
Oh shit! Oh, he's just walking him through these memories, bruh.
Them all 100 years from now.
Wow, it's like I've done it. I've gone free him.
More than you've done, Bash. Ought to be nice.
He is. I mean,
get at it, shut up,
it's our fault.
It's a terrible excuse.
That's a terrible excuse. I'm not.
Yes,
yeah, be crucified. Okay, yeah, that's what you
don't
want.
care about this. You know what? Just get out of here.
I guess you want to be a martyr. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll kill you to save my brother, and then everybody wins.
And send to the higher dimension.
You can't give them a soul. If you do, we'll die.
Yeah, that's not a great argument. It's not a great argument for why they don't deserve souls.
So one-sided, bro.
Yeah, it sounds like fucking humans, especially humans that made it to this planet.
The point of no return.
The point of no return.
You out here holding that gun up. You ain't gonna fire. He gave you a chance like earlier.
But he's throwing a lot of information at us right now.
He is.
Damn, this nigga's still just like, he's still there.
Mind building, bro.
Wow.
He really knows how to use his power, but Vash can use that too if he got to tap in.
Yeah, I'm like, he did, like, why doesn't Vash know? Damn! Hey,
at least he found him.
He did
off his own accord.
Because what her name is? Melody?
Whatever. Meryl.
Meryl, yeah. She didn't say nothing.
There's nothing there to find them. There's some things over there for you.
I'm saying some alcohol too if you want that.
You get out of here.
Damn, Rollo. Damn.
Damn!
God damn! Damn!
Oh my God!
Oh my Lord!
Man. Yeah, somebody needs to talk some sense.
I mean, yeah, because this is like
GG.
Damn.
Kill him. Put an end to his misery. Do it, Bash.
Yeah.
Just gonna let him suffer like that?
Bro, do you see what this man did? Oh Lord. Oh, this man knives. It's
not just one, bro.
No.
Jumping on this dude.
Forget double tap, bro. Quadrillion tap.
Out here trying to do his best Vegeta against RoKo, bro. Just put him in the dirt.
Put him in the dirt.
Coward.
He'll stand by and watch and not take any action.
In your memory.
Vash not that smart, even though
he's always running away from the solution. Like, you went to your brother to confront him. Now you're trying to leave. To do what exactly? Run away again? Not be accountable for what you're saying?
Yeah, it's like he loves these humans, but he hasn't still developed what he's going to do in order for humans and plants to coexist. I mean, like, also it's just like, who's to say if they bring the plants back that they wouldn't still help? Like, the humans would just not have the upper hand, and then they would just, like, who's to say that they would just die?
It comes from this dimension, which means you should be able to access the power from that dimension in some way, shape, or form, and use. Maybe it doesn't have to use the plant as mediators. I mean, to be fair, since they were young and Knives did kind of put blame on Bash, he also didn't help Bash in that instance.
Knives was doing what he wanted. And Bash is his brother and he cares about him, but he wants him to do what he wants so it benefits him.
Or his people.
His people, yes, but also him at the top of it.
I'm not.
Oh Lord.
I can't say that for sure. Because everything that he's doing is for a greater purpose. I don't know what benefit he would get personally outside of being able to save these plant creatures, his brethren.
Well, no, he gets the chance to. If he's gonna bring all of these plants here, they're gonna be grateful to him and like want to follow him.
I mean,
more.
I don't think that's what. I can't say for sure that's what his intent is, but it's like he loves Bash.
I mean,
if there was another independent, I feel like he would be able to love them just as much, if not more, than he already does now.
I mean, like, does he? He loves what Bash can do. I don't know if that and we get into like those like is what you think of love like, and then like what it means to actually like love that person.
What did you just do?
Wait, what the hell? Okay, so now they're back.
What hidden ability did he just unlock?
Okay, so he's got a chance to fight back.
Is that it? Just Rim?
The memory of Rim. He's not able to like fuck this up. Then, well, we'll see.
I don't know. Knives might kill her.
He might know it. That's what I'm waiting for.
He has to kill it.
Yeah,
he has to kill the final.
That's the one. That's the core memory that's stopping all of this.
Wow.
It will determine the fate of the world. Wow.
I mean, that's what it's always been about, your brother or these individuals as a whole.
I mean, yeah. I mean, your own family connections or like the connections of the world, or like,
it's not discriminatory based upon per person. It's as a collective of humanity. It's all of these niggas together, good and bad, versus just my brother.
I mean, yeah. It's like, damn, what has he done? Like, has he just tried to, like, understand knives at all?
No. It's a one-sided conversation.
Because it's not, like, Knives didn't just up and decide that he wanted to kill all these people, like...
It seems like he's in harmony right now.
Yeah. See, that seemed like shade. Like, oh, so you noticed this? You always noticing this shit. You need to stop that.
Why I gotta change to fit in, bro?
Well, yeah.
To be accepted.
So it's like, when did the shift happen for Knives? I guess we're gonna find out.
I mean, it seems like it was a really healthy relationship.
Yes, they were fine. Like, it seems like he didn't hate Rem.
What did she do?
What did she do? Oh, he stopped that.
What? You really think so? Let me tell you what I was really thinking.
Fuck this shit.
Come through here, let me show you all this bullshit I've seen. Besides just this.
Bro, no, this the crevice of his mind. Like, no. Just take a step in. Because
they are synced, so it's like, when your memory, step into my memory.
Yeah.
Suspicious.
Yeah, no, he is observant. He kind of can tell that they treat them differently, and is classified.
Never show anybody. Why is that? You're not going to explain why I have to hide.
Oh, damn. Look how he hacked in. Nice. Wait.
They both did it together.
Wow.
Well, they were born in July. Who the hell is that?
Type T.
That's the one who was in the picture.
Oh, wow. What the fuck? So she's older.
She the one who tells the truth? Or is this what's powering everything?
Yeah, or... Oh, my God. Wow. Oh, my God. Alive? Oh, so did they harvest the independence to be able to keep the ship like perpetually running?
Maybe.
But even so, what the fuck?
But one grain of sand. Wow. You don't get it. That was just one example. Let me show you me. I get that they did this. No, you don't, man.
No, you don't.
I see why you'd hate them.
She was
so why are we having
dissolved
this conversation?
and alive.
They ain't tell us about it. Don't show nobody your powers. Otherwise, that could be you.
Pretend to eat and drink. Too, like... No era is free from war. Sounds about right. Mm-hmm. Dang, he reading the Bible.
No solution. Rim told me. Experience nothing. She can't keep that promise.
How can she? She's saying a whole lot.
You sound like Bash.
Bruh, no. I mean, that is Bash.
That's what I'm saying. Rim speaks in the same way Bash does, which means you learned it from her.
Okay, I guess. Wow.
To be accepted.
That's a good point.
Somebody.
That's a good point. If he could have always displayed that power, would he even feel this way? Probably not.
If he had power from to begin with, bro, he wouldn't feel helpless.
Oh, damn. Well, I'd be like, it's not his fault. It's not. I mean, like.
I mean, you don't know that your brother's doing all this stuff for you, bro. So you
I still not know it. Oh, damn.
This is where I can kill her. This is where I can end her.
What are you going to do? Girl, it's 99%.
You got a gun in your hand, had it pointed at the doctor, not going to fire a shot. You ain't no better than Bash. Sit your ass down there and go back down the elevator with Wolfwood, because you know we can't do nothing up here.
Yeah, no. She's done that thing. And just like some humans. Oh, shit. What is that? Let's shoot it.
Shoot that thing. All the confusion.
That might be true.
Take her from me. Memory and all. Damn. I'll make it quick.
Yeah, and then he just made it with these like little flower petals and not the actual blood.
Yeah, he'd be alright.
Oh God, he's like crystallized now. Oh damn, that's it.
I mean, that's a dope ass crystal, bro.
Yeah. Damn, manipulation and assimilation complete.
Wow, he just wanted his brother back. I think he's gonna be reborn as a true plant. Is that the gate opening?
Oh wow, that's insane. Oh yep, that's the gate. That is the entrance to the higher plane. Oh wow.
What will come out? Or come in?
Oh shit.
The plants
they're blooming. We're seeing the dawn of new life here.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Tsukiyomi.
Some Tsukiyomi shit, bro. Oh yeah, no, y'all ain't get that. Yeah, y'all done. Y'all done. Y'all can't do that.
They can fight back now.
Sorry that. Oh wow.
So nobody can do anything to stop this? This is just gonna happen?
That's just gonna happen. They're there.
Wow, they look like they're about to give birth.
They do look like they're about to give birth.
This dude's a badass, bro.
No.
Arms folded and all.
This is insane.
Yeah, I'm dying.
You know, the whole reason he's been doing this until there. Wow. He's like, oh, you done? Oh, you got it? All right, I can die now. All right, I'm good to go.
Wow, he's doing it. I really thought somebody would stop him, but like after 100 years, I'm free.
It's now time. It's time to conquer Earth or whatever the fuck the name of this planet is.
No Man's Land.
They need a better planet. Man. What?
He's becoming a whole person.
Oh my god.
You see like the souls flies like fluttering towards
the worms like, oh, I guess y'all won then, girl.
I am power.
Oh my goodness.
Gracious. Oh no. There has to be more. Listen, like when you... Bash is so surface level, bro. Humans, bro. Knives out here talking about a whole different plane of existence that you had no idea about in relation to these plants. You just think, oh, knives, they're going to explode because of their own power anyway. Why not let the humans use them? Because we could put their souls in their body from this higher plane, and give them life instead of just suffering. That it's just arbitrary suffering, and it seems like they're not even aware of why they're suffering. You just feel that they're suffering when they're dying. And I'm like, or we can give them what we have is freedom and liberation to make their own choices. Whether they want to provide energy to these individuals or not.
Exactly.
That seems like you can actually have a conversation with someone and come to terms. But you know what, Vash? It seems to me like a conversation would not be optimal for these plants. Plants say, hey, yeah, you can use some of us for the energy. Humans say, nah, rev it up some more and give me all you got. Why don't we stop at a little bit when we owned all of y'all, right?
You're right. You're right. Because it's why is the sentience of the plants such a threat to humanity? It's a threat to humanity because they've abused these people. They've abused them, taken their resources and just drained them of all of it. And then when they are done and they can't provide anymore, they blow them up and then they harness that power for their own deeds still. And even on no man's land, this planet with no damn, hardly any water, it's a desert planet, they still find ways to bicker with each other, to have conflict, to just still be out here with this inequality and this bullshit. And it's just like, Knives seen that shit from the very beginning. Ever since their Rim tried to show them that Beauty and the Beauty and the Beast fake ass plants, knew that there was some shit going on with that. And he's seen this and wants to say something about it, but I think you have a really good point. Vash is surface level. Rim told him people are good and they need this shit, and he believes it to the point where he's like, he doesn't see nothing wrong with it. He's like, well, the humans just abused the plants because they were stranded on this planet.
This dude,
well, they were using plants before they were stranded on this planet.
Well, when Vash made the point to say, the only reason we're stranded on this planet is because you crashed the ship, Knives. But by saying that, he's still avoiding and missing the whole point. Even, to your point, even when we weren't on this planet, they dissected and used this other plant as a type of fuel source or something. This other independent. It's like, even with the ship that they're on, is probably powered by plants. It doesn't matter where they went. They were going to use the plants. It's like, it just so happens that this place is the only place where we completely are relying on the plants. But if Vash's point is, if we went somewhere else, we wouldn't have had to use the plants like that. That's a bullshit argument.
They would have, hopefully they would have made it to a planet that had the abundant resources of an Earth and would not have to take from it and use the plants, but they would still have used the plants to set up. They would have used the plants to initially start off, even if they could have moved to a different fuel source. It would have never stopped them from being able to use plant, because if anything, they would have started a colony, got some motherfuckers together, got some plants together, and went and gone somewhere the fuck else with these people. That's what yeah.
It don't matter what plant or planet they would have settled on, because the plants have a connection to an energy from a different dimension. Energy, raw, pure, unadulterated energy. That's that Tony Stark shit, son. That's what people want. Free energy for all. You see it in all these shows and shit. If motherfuckers could get recreatable, almost damn near limitless energy, they're going to fucking use that. They're not going to say, oh, we landed on this planet, we can use its resources. But fuck, we got this energy source. Let's use this shit. Because it's fucking energy. Fuck all that hard work. Let's let them do it.
And even if they did do that, because I'm thinking that they would use the resources because what they want to do with the plant is just make a world like Earth. So like, and so they could do the same thing to Earth. So it's like they would use the plant power. They would use the plant power, but and it to still more extract whatever resources they could. And I do think that they would eventually like leave that planet with a few people and try to do the same thing to another planet.
Yes, but from Nine's perspective, when you can save your people and give them new life, give them actual life without suffering, because that's all he wanted to do for the last 100 years. Again, you're touching a higher plane. Meryl out here making terrible arguments like, oh no, you can't do that. If you do that, everybody on Earth will die. You don't know that. You're not a scientist. You don't know what these independents are capable of. You're not sure what Vash is capable of. You're not sure what A Million Knives is capable of.
I mean, and honestly, I think the point is like you're afraid of the plants due to what you did as humans. Like that's like you're afraid of the human response that would be there from these plants.
Yeah, and it's like it's such very shallow thinking. Like you're a reporter, you're a journalist. You're out here, got a gun in front of this doctor's face. He told you in the last episode, if you want to stop me, go ahead and kill me. Oh, you're not going to do nothing? All right, you're the same as Vash. Stand your ass over there. Get the gun out my face. Stop what you're doing. Shut the fuck up. You see, I'm dying. I don't care what the fuck you say. What the fuck you say? You just left an old man in the elevator to die. And you know why he died? Because of you. I feel like Meryl is a microcosm or a microscopic version of fucking Vash. It's just him on a human level. Because early in the series, she called him a coward for not doing anything. She's doing the same shit and was seeking Vash to actually do something on her behalf when she wasn't really willing to do anything. Same thing with the old man. Seeking him to do something. He just wanted to sit there and drink. What did he get for his troubles? A spike in the gut. What did Tonys get for hanging around you and trusting you?
Dropped.
His mom was running around with the gat. She was running around with the gat, keeping her and her little baby safe, no matter how reckless it was. I mean, yeah, Vash saved Tonys that one time. But, she went along with Meryl. Guess what happened?
She got.
She wasn't real. Wasn't as real as her mom.
No, she wasn't.
Tonys' mom would have held on.
Oh, goodness gracious. I'd be like, no, that's a tenacious woman.
But the fact that Meryl just creeps through here, bruh, like nothing happened. When she was talking to Wolfwood, didn't even mention the old man dying, left him there for him to find on his own. She is stepping over these corpses, bruh, in the same fashion that Vash is stepping over these corpses. You're here today, gone tomorrow. Saw Rollo get a bullet put in his head in your whole mental vision. You're like, oh no, he's suffering. Stop this. Well, he's dying with a headshot. He was begging to get shot and end his misery. And instead of doing that, you're like, nah, I'm just going to sit here and watch you die.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I think it's like not like, I mean, it's a misunderstanding of human life. I mean, like, you want to preserve life so much that even if the person whose life is saying that, like, hey, I'm ready for it to be done, I want it to end because it's been nothing but endless suffering, you're still like, oh, well, I want to keep you alive because I think that you should just be alive. Like, I mean, in that instant, I mean, like, yeah, this man Vash has not developed his philosophy. He hasn't. He doesn't know. It's just more like, oh my God, like, we don't want, because he wants to be human. He wants to be human so bad that he will adopt the thinking and the criteria of these humans, even at the detriment to plants.
Yeah. Like the
nigga in the CIA that snitched on Fred Hampton. It's a great movie, by the way.
But yeah. But Vash echoes the sentiments of Rim. His philosophy is Rim's philosophy, not his own. And it's like he's always had, like, Knives was always like, bruh, I'm looking at things for myself. I'm looking at what you're saying, what you're doing, and what you've done. I'm looking at your history. I'm looking at the things that I found now. I'm listening at the things you're telling me. Hey, don't go out and show off your powers and stuff like that, because they're not going to accept you. They're going to ostracize you, and they actually might experiment on you and throw you in this box over here. The fact that you know that, and that you still want to continue on this endeavor, And it's like, and not really show them the whole truth. They're old enough to know A, B, C, and D, but not the whole truth of the matter in this, because you don't want them to hate humanity. Well, that worked out so well for you in what you were doing. Like, Knives is not about that BS. Vash is a little bit more susceptible to that. And it's like, again, like, Vash is just, again, he saw what happened with the dissected plant, and pretty much his response was, yeah, that happened, but, stuff happens. That's just like a one-off. That's totally brushing everything under the rug. Like, what if that was Knives in there? Would you have said the same thing? That's a good question.
I mean, honestly, it is a really good question. Based off what we know about Vash, would he have done anything? He would have been really sad and heartbroken, but would he have taken action in anger for Knives? I don't think that he would.
Tell you what, Knives is carrying over that hatred for that one individual who he didn't know at all. However, Vash is like, all right, that was John Doe. We never knew him, so it's not that serious. So it's like, it is that serious for humans that you don't know that die, but the ones that you do know, I mean, I guess it's just as serious or whatnot. But you don't have that same energy for your own people. Is what I'm getting at. The energy you got for these humans is not the same that you have for your people. And when, again, like, you saw the same thing Nas did, you had a completely different reaction, bro. Here today, gone tomorrow. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
I mean, like, yeah. I mean, like, ultimately, I think that this, like, does, like, lend towards Vash's humanity. I think it's a very human thing to be told one thing about the world and believe it, and then be confronted with the reality and struggle to accept it. Like, I think that's very human.
It is, but it ain't human to live for 150 years.
It's not.
Still had that
hey, no. This nigga doing human hard mode right now, because I'm just like, it's taking you 150 years to even get past this point. Like, it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? It's like Knives trusts what his eyes tell him, and Vash believes what Rims tells him as his eyes.
It didn't even say what Vash is a product of modern day social media. You're taking the snippets and what somebody else tells you instead of doing your own research. Knives was out there reading the books. Knives was out there doing the research to get into history. Knives was out there trying to learn what his people are all about. You know what Vash was doing? Listening to Rim and not doing any of the work for himself, or not trying to find the answers or the truth of the matter.
Yeah, Rim had it all figured out. So, like, why do I don't have to say, I don't have to do anything.
Here you go. Reading that book again, Knives? Huh? Let me know how it is. Oh, humans suck. That's phooey.
What are you talking about? Rim already said that humans are the shit.
Yes.
Man, what do you mean?
And that's what he does. He's a parrot and an echo of Rim. Rim is his god. That's what it is. Rim is his god, and he serves and praises Rim.
Damn. He been parroting the gospel of Rim since the beginning of this whole shit. It sets up his entire philosophy. Honestly, I kind of fuck with this show, this version, more than the previous version, in the fact that it kind of starts to explore those themes and yes, like, okay, yes, you came to this pacifist, like, way of, like, looking at life, but, like, you came to it based off some shit that some lady told you that was doing it for her job that benefited herself. Like, also, like, it's now starting to have you to start asking these questions. Like, I mean, like, why don't the plants deserve sentience? Why don't the plants deserve souls? Why shouldn't they be able to make their own decisions? Because it won't benefit humans anymore? Well, that's bullshit.
Yes. Especially if they already had a chance at life and they just destroyed their original planet.
Yes, and how they survived was find another life form.
Most motherfuckers don't get away from that, bro. Most motherfuckers like, your planet's done, your people are done. That's the end of it. That should be the end of you. Oh, y'all niggas got the fuck up out of there, and then you just want to go and, to your point, subjugate some new shit? Like, no, bro, there's not.
That's where we at. That being said, ultimately, like, yes, I believe that like if Knives could do what he had to need Vash for to do, he would have just done it and not needed Vash or used Vash. And that's because I still do think that Knives is out. Like, yes, he might have his view of what is right, but it still ultimately benefits him. I at the end of the day, I think that's what we will end up seeing.
I mean, but that could be said for anything. Yes, it benefits Knives, but you could say like anything the opposite for Vash. Like anything that Vash does for humans benefits Vash and his ego and the humans.
No, but because it does. Because that's the truth.
Two things are true at the same
time. I mean, like, yeah, because it does. I mean, like, Vash is just cosplaying as human and, like, just, like, wanting to be around it and wanting to be accepted by humans. But he's had 150 years of seeing these humans struggle on this planet. Of seeing the plants being abused. And it's like, in this 150 years, like, you ain't do nothing. You ain't send out no distress signal. Like, if you didn't want to if you wouldn't want the humans to die, you ain't send out no distress signal. You ain't try to build that shit back like Buzz Lightyear did. Like, you ain't trying to do shit. You ain't try to do shit. Even if it's working with Knives to be like, hey, well, the humans still need to survive. I hear that you want to kill all these humans, but like the humans still have a right to survive just like the plants. Like, can we come up to an agreement or some situation where like a synergy can happen? Like, he doesn't do nothing of that.
No. Vash runs. Instead of going to, even if you and your brother aren't on good terms, you don't even live in the city of July to go and like see what this dude's up to, see what he's doing, pick his brain. It's not like y'all can't have like a sit down conversation at a table over some coffee and try and talk about stuff. No, he just comes in like, it's got to be chaos afoot. It's got to be.
Must be chaos.
There's gotta be some shit going on for me to talk to my brother, bro, who's most of the time just playing the piano. And if he does kill somebody, so what? You're used to it by now. It's been 150 years. The killing ain't gonna get no new.
It ain't gonna get no newer, but it's gonna stay as bloody.
Like, you're gonna be there. You're gonna know. You're not only gonna know what your brother's doing, but you're gonna probably be able to like know how to unlock your own potential and your own powers and know about your own people's history. But instead, he runs away to different towns on the other side of bumblefuck desert planet and just does what? Try and build bonds with people who's inevitably gonna die. Yeah. Whether it be by his hands, Knives' hands, or old age, or a lack of a plan. He's going to be there for all of that death and destruction. And he will rather live in this death and destruction as opposed to staying next to the death and destruction of his brother. Not to say he's got to agree with it, but it's better than sitting around doing nothing and running away from the problem and not acknowledging it.
Yeah, no, he runs away from the problem, does not acknowledge the problem, and is not trying to come up with a solution.
Sabotage this nigga.
I mean, and ultimately the procrastination and doing all this shit, like, honestly, it's human as fuck. Like, it is. Like, Vash is a representation of this shit. Like, for real. Like, right. You got a long time to think about this shit. You ain't going with nothing. Just be like, damn, I don't know. But that being said, though, there is value. Like, ultimately, there is value in not being able to know the solution to to something that is a problem. Like, recognizing that there is a problem is valid even if you do not currently have a solution. Because, like, every problem doesn't automatically have its own solution.
You gotta know what the problem is first. And Vash does not know what the problem is.
Oh, he
thinks the problem is his brother. But it's so much more than that.
I mean, it's more than that. He's also not wrong, like, in the fact that, like, it's not his brother, but like, yes, they came down and they crash landed. Like, he could have just let them all die out, but he specifically wait for this man to come through.
Yes, but again, they're making it seem like it's one, like, oh, A equals B. No, it's A plus B, which means it's actual multiple factors, multiple different variables that make up the equation for this. And Vash is like, yeah, humans aren't part of this equation. They don't have anything to do with this problem. It's just you. No, you have to acknowledge or account for some of what the humans have done and are currently doing. And he's like, nah, just put that on the back burner.
And he don't even, like, it's not even acknowledging it. And honestly, it's like, that's why, like, if he's trying to be a martyr, but he really ain't out here trying to put the shit on his back like that. Because really, the true martyrs, the ones that really be out here for humanity, be acknowledging that shit. They be like, yeah, I know they slaw as hell. I know they suck. But, like, I still want them to live. But Vash has not gotten there.
When you said that, it made me think of Hercules from Ragnarok. What is it? Record of Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Because Hercules, I hear against what's his name?
Jack the Ripper.
Jack the Ripper. But Hercules was like, hey, I'm gonna fight on behalf of these humans, bro. Like, listen, they ain't shit, but I still fuck with them, all right? and that's what I can respect. It's like you acknowledge and you know that they ain't shit.
Yeah, and his will never, like, Jack the Ripper ripped his shit up, and he was just like, what it look like though? Still the same?
I bet. That's what I thought. I am who I said I am. If you look at Vash's energy, it's all over the fucking place.
Yeah, no, it is. So, what's Vash gonna do now? Because we've got a plant woman that is standing up in the desert.
Plant babies are coming.
They coming. They did not have their plant condoms ready. Alright, no, but alright, man. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on all platforms at RoKo Bros. And until next time, y'all, peace.